It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Running left, it's Mixon. To the 43, second down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. On the move to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Eagles at 9-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A give to Kamara running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hurts throw here, taken in by Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 14. Throwing is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure your advantage.
Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yards. What often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a nice job there defensively. They'll get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Howard scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. But first down, Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Hurts. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. 14 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixing up the middle. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave him with a 32 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be very close to a 1st down. I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20. And he's into the end zone. That's a fumble return. An Eagle touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This one finds Pierce on the outlet. So Akers on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get this to about the 38. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This offense can't get it done. They'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it. The time's definitely running out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles! From a yard out, and the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw again on second down. Wilson, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.